Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wildfire Gaming. This is SlowBurne, and we're going to continue the survival mode playthrough with Sylas Faust. Oh, jeez. Okay. So basically, there's been a little bit of development since my last episode. Not much. I haven't really done any quests or anything. Well, I did finish Confidence Man, so if you're a really big fan of Travis sounding like shit on the radio, then my apologies. But other than that, I think I ended the last one around the Diamond City area, or somewhere around there. And basically no, I ended right here at Oberlin Station. And basically what I did is I just migrated up here back to Sanctuary very briefly because, or I'm actually at the Red Rocket now because basically when that glitch happened that sent Preston back to Sanctuary, he still had a lot of my stuff, and I had to come back and retrieve a lot of that. So I did that, did a little bit of crafting stuff off screen, and now what I'm going to do is basically take all the stuff that I need, and I'm going to make my way back to the mid section of the Commonwealth and hopefully establish a base that has a much better centralized location, so I don't have to keep coming back up to the northeast, because in survival mode it's really kind of a pain. Well, up here I'm going to go ahead and go do this quartermaster quest since it's just right next door, and but other than that, I think we're going to be bidding the Northeast Commonwealth a fond farewell for now. I'm going to keep hanging out with Piper. She's got a lot of my stuff. And, yeah, so after the quest with Paladin Dance, I have a lot of fusion cells, and I actually got my laser musket up to a 5 crank, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually had it that high before. Obviously, I was actually about to brag about how much damage my pistol does, but considering it just took 3 shots to take down that blowfly, it's not great. At least I can get off a few shots in bats, though. Alright, it would be okay. Alright, that's fine. I know there's somebody in Diamond City who'll pay you a little bit of caps if you bring her back a blowfly gland, but whatever, it's not like a big priority or anything. I do actually have, man, I hope I got my fusion cores. I think I gave them to Piper.
Hey.
Yeah, she's got them. And if I want to do the, hey, what's this? Got a little settlement here. If I want to do that vault quest, which I do want to do because I want to get, there's a companion that you can get throughout that quest line. I'm probably going to have to sacrifice 3 fusion cores, which really sucks. I do not want to do that, but eventually I'm going to get so many that's not going to matter. Let's see if anybody's home here. Can't take their stuff. Hey, what's going on?
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. Just passing through.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
You gotta be careful. Never know who you can trust these days.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy, you new to the Commonwealth?
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
Dig in the dirt all day? No thanks.
You're probably a wiser man than me then. Word of advice though, if you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Raiders are a problem for everyone.
Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
Minutemen?
So you know them then?
You mean Preston
Any
Garvey's
idea why
crew?
they haven't been around so much lately?
Most of them died. You're on your own now.
Feels like we've been on our own for a long time now. I just wish the Minutemen had been here when those raiders hit us. Maybe Mary would still be alive. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. One of them mentioned Olivia while they were here. My guess is they're holed up in that old USAF station.
You sure managed to find your
Whoa.
fair share of trouble, don't you?
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
There you go.
I like having you close.
All the better to watch each other's backs. So, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, see, typically I like to romance Piper because I think she's really awesome, but, I don't think it's going to work out for old Sylas. He's, not the most suave individual. So let's see where this quest is here. Okay, well, I'm basically at this one. This other one is over there. That's pretty out of the way. I don't know. Think about it. Hey, I know this place. Have to deal with some ghouls, probably.
work
up.
of that.
Protectron on duty. Hard hats are required while within a work site.
Wait a minute.
Please.
How the hell was I
Lock's
can
really
get in
strong.
that freaking trailer? Oh. I don't know if there's a lock arena key you can find somewhere. I'll take a look around.
Last mistake.
And let the looting begin. Oops. Oh boy. Ah. Very good.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Blake, I want you to listen to me as a brother here. This whole deal with Eddie is wicked shiced. I mean, what kind of business partner threatens to kill you if the deal doesn't go his way? We are in way over our heads, man. I can't see a way out of this. No way except shutting down, getting out of Dodge. Give me a chance to talk this out with you face to face. I just want both of us to get out of this.
So I don't know for sure, but I think the backstory of this place involves two brothers. We saw in that last entry over there in that computer. that some guy screwed up a deal. And I think it was that dude's brother who he relegated to this other little shack. And then they tried to make a deal with this guy named Edgar Winter, who was a gangster.
Nice.
Not pre-war, I mean, it's after the bombs and everything, but he was a gangster several years, quite a bit before this. Holy shit, that thing is... Oh yeah, it's just because I was... Where's that? I guess it's possible this pulse mic might come in handy someday. Wasn't really looking for beds in there, probably should have been. Alright, so that was it for the Brotherhood quest. I know these people want something from me, but I'm not about to traipse all the way over to Greentop Nursery for basically nothing. And I could do this quest for that guy there, and perhaps I will eventually. But for now, I'm not really too interested in doing that. Especially since we're lugging all this junk as it is, and I need to get back and really unload it. So, let's see. I don't think there's anything else I need to do in this area. Oh yeah, you know what? Preston did give me a quest that I could do on the way. It's this Starlight Drive-In. Go ahead and take care of that. I like Starlight Drive-In. It's a cool little spot, and it's also a place where I can go ahead and build a bed and have a port, another port in the storm. It's always good. Some blowflies. See if I can pop them. Nice.
Hey.
Shot. That was, yeah, that was slick. And I got parasites for my trouble. Didn't even know you could get that from them. Got a bed here, might as well take advantage of it. Oh yeah. A little bit of ceramic. Good deal.
What's that for?
I've been picking up blood packs, but there's really not much point, I don't think. I'll keep them for now, but... So that was a nice little haul. If you're wondering what I do whenever I kind of pause the screen, you can maybe hear some typing in the background, is I keep track of all the components that I've picked up that I need. I know the game kind of keeps track of them for you, but I find that they're not very accurate at all. And especially in survival mode, when you have limited carry weight, you know, I don't want to pick up anything I don't absolutely need. So, like for instance, I need to check leather off the deal for now. I mean, eventually, you know, may come a time where I do need some more leather. It's very likely, considering you know, how I'm doing a lot of the armoring. And I'm about to get rank 2. It could end up being the next thing I get, I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely want to get the next medic perk, and I can get that in the next level, so I'll probably end up doing that. But nothing else looks like it's going to rank up for a while. I don't know about the pistol perk. No, nowhere near Rifle perk. Oh, yeah, I'll get that pretty soon. Level 20, I'll definitely get Light Giver. So maybe a few perks before I get the next rank of Armorer, but I will definitely be getting it at some point. And,
Folks are just looking for a hand.
yeah. And, you know, I'll probably need some of that. It's a shame that, well, Sylas isn't going to be able to find love in the wasteland. That may lead him down a darker path than otherwise would have been the case. It's corrupted many a man. Failure to find love. And, oh, jeez. Still pop ghouls, though. Thanks, Brett. Alright, right on.
Get this over with, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I've been needing some gold too. Yeah, I've been feeling kind of a melancholy mood this evening because I actually just finished, for the first time ever, Red Dead Redemption. And that was a game that actually I've never beaten before, and the ending, as remarkable as it is, was never spoiled for me. So I didn't see it coming. And I can't say that I was surprised necessarily. I was a little bit. But I was definitely affected by it, and I was actually just watched a interview with Todd Howard, and he actually cites the ending to that game as his favorite in the history of games. And I don't know if I'd go that far. Nothing comes to mind as a better one, like off the top of my head. I actually, as controversial as it is, I might actually really like. I definitely do actually really like the ending to the original Fallout 3, the original ending. That's what I mean to say. I know a lot of people didn't like how the game just straight up ended at first before they implemented that Broken Steel DLC, and I agree with them in a sense. Is that a ghoul out there? No, it's Piper. Because in open world games, especially Bethesda type open world games, and I really think they do them better than anyone else, it's kind of a problem if the game ends because
Anything. Good day.
then you kind of feel shoehorned into doing every little quest and every little finding the locations and before you complete the main story. And a lot of people like to play that way, and it's a viable way to play. But the problem with that is it ends up kind of watering down the overall impact of the narrative, and that would be the case in this game as well. But if you're gonna end the game, at least have a reason for doing it. So, like, one of my biggest problems, I have this article on my website, thesoundtrackonline.com, and in it I kind of talk about some of my biggest problems with Fallout New Vegas, which is, don't get me wrong, I still think it's a great game, but I do think it is the weakest of the 3D Fallouts. And a big reason for that is the way it ends, because it has that hard ending. And like I said, I'm okay with hard endings if they make sense.
Digits, Blue. Barrels.
And I didn't feel like it made sense in that game. I didn't think just completely cutting the player off from the rest of the game was justified. Yes. Okay, wow, great. How useful. In that capacity, because the player character didn't die. Nothing happened that would basically force him to leave the Commonwealth. I mean, leave the Mojave. In any sense, he did this. He accomplishes his goal, whatever you decide it is, and you don't get to really reap the rewards for that. You just have to listen to Ron Perlman tell you, what happened. And I wasn't a fan of that at all. I mean, I liked the ending, but I would have liked it a lot more if I could have, after Ron Perlman's speech, continued to explore basically the version of the world that I had created. Let's see. And it was kind of interesting that even Red Dead Redemption allowed you to continue exploring, the open world if you wanted to. I don't think I will. If those of you, I don't want to spoil it in case anybody hasn't played the game, but it would, it's definitely not the same if you want to keep going. But I like that they let you do that though. With Red Dead Redemption, I thought and I'll write a review for the site in the coming days if you're really interested in getting my full thoughts on the game. Overall, obviously it's a fantastic game. I think the characters in that world are the strongest aspect of it. The atmosphere of the world is also very impressive at times. They use music in really effective ways. At certain key moments, which everybody, it's kind of well documented. Let's forget that. I like the action in the game. I think the gunplay is good. It was definitely an improvement over Grand Theft Auto 4, which I also beat for the first time recently and did not like quite as much as Red Dead Redemption. A big part of that is because of the checkpoint system they implemented in Grand Theft Auto 4's DLC, which is present in Red Dead Redemption. But I think my least favorite aspect of Red Dead Redemption is the open world itself. I find in a lot of open world games, the act of actually exploring is something that you do kind of because you have to, not because you necessarily want to, if that makes sense. So like in The Witcher 3, for instance, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's a freaking masterpiece. We're fine. The open world exploration never felt like it was a problem, but it definitely was not like an aspect of the game that I thought was like, wow, this is like great. I mean, and that's coming from somebody who investigated every little question mark and every location and everything. And that's something that I think that Red Dead Redemption struggled with, especially since that world is really empty. It almost kind of reminded me of Shadow of the Colossus, but where in Shadow of the Colossus it works because it's a really introspective game and it's giving you time to really think about what it is you're doing while you're on the way to all the different encounters. In Red Dead Redemption, it was like, okay, I just completed this quest, and now I've got to go all the way back to the same freaking place, and either I'm gonna have to ride there, or take a trolley or whatever.
It's seen better days, hasn't it?
Or you can set up camp and fast travel, which was good. But the problem with that is there's a lot of like really kind of vague requirements for setting up camp. Like you can't do it in a lot of locations, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to like find a spot of land that the game will deem acceptable enough for you to set up a camp. So I wasn't a big fan of that. Overall, I'd probably give the game a 9.5 out of 10 because, I mean, that's pretty much the only gripe with it, and that is a pretty minor gripe, all things considered. And it will go into my Hall of Fame on the site, which is all the games that I've played that I would give a 9.5 or higher, of which Fallout 4 is present. But yeah, it's the ending though is definitely one of the strongest I've ever experienced. It's right there with The Witcher. It's right there with Fallout 3. Although Fallout 3 doesn't really have the emotional weight that it did before the Broken Steel DLC. And of all the games that I've played, those are the two that stand out to me as off the top of my head anyway, that are the best endings. Grand Theft Auto 4 had a great ending. That was definitely probably the strongest part of that game as well. Grand Theft Auto 5 has the potential to have a great ending. Though in some instances it does not, based on your choices. I will say, of all the endings of games that I've played, I do think that Bethesda typically are among the weakest. I don't think the ending to Fallout 4 is particularly great. I don't think the ending to Skyrim is particularly great. But, you know, while that is a negative, it's not something that I really hold against these games that much, because that's not really the narrative is good, and I think it's good in Fallout 4 as well, even though it's a little too similar to Fallout 3. But it's not the selling point for playing a Fallout game, and that's a big deal, because that's coming from, for me, the narrative in a game is often the most important part to me.
Hey.
And that's just, and the Fallout series is one of my favorite series of all time, and it's not the case for the Fallout series. Okay, so I got a little bit of a problem here, because Piper can't carry anymore. Okay. So we're gonna have to find something that we can live without. I really don't want to lose any of the junk I've collected. Granted, we can come back to this location, obviously, at a later time, considering that I'm about to claim it for myself. So that's cool. But yeah, what am I going to be able to, at the very least, stash? Man, I mean, everything I have feels pretty important. I'm nowhere near leveling up, I don't think. Exactly. If I can get the strong back perk the next time I level up, if I really feel it's necessary, and it may in fact be. These shotgun shells are super heavy, and I might be able to at least just stash some here and then come back and get them if I feel like I really have to. Let's go ahead and stash about 50 of them. That'll bring me down a little bit. If I get desperate enough, I might just stash the shotgun itself. It's my most powerful weapon. What's this? Oh, okay, we can't do this yet. But it does weigh a lot, the ammo weighs a lot, and you have to be up close to use it. And that can be great for like a last ditch situation, in which you can find yourself, certainly, in survival mode. But it's not like it's not the way that you're going to want to play for the most part in survival mode. You're not going to want to get up close to really powerful enemies, lest they be able to kill you very quickly. Obviously these mole rats are not really a threat to me, especially my power armor, so that's good. We got that done. Now we're going to have to pick into that area over there and get this beacon up to impress Preston. I'm not going to obviously walk all the way back to Sanctuary and turn this into Preston right now. So that would just be a little excessive. Let's see if I even have the stuff I need to. Let's see, it's going to be power. So I'm going to need a generator. I guess it's just giving me a couple of those for free. And so it's going to take some of my crystals and circuitry. Obviously a lot of other stuff too, but those are the main things. And ceramic. I'm not thrilled to be losing those items, but you know, I guess I can make a sacrifice. It's not a whole lot. The crystal's gonna be the biggest loss, but hopefully I can find a little bit more. Yeah, alright, run it. Oh, okay. Well, I got paid somehow. So let's see, I lost a couple ceramic and a couple circuitry. Okay. So I could put that on things, back on things I need to get. I don't think anything else I lost was super important. Alright. See, now offloading a few fusion cores at that vault would actually kind of help me out, because I need to lose some carry weight. Right now I'm going to go ahead and scrap all this nuclear waste. I don't really want them with that in my settlement. This area kind of reminds me of Destroy All Humans. I don't know if any of you played that game back in the PS2 era. I really loved it as a kid. It was kind of one of my first experiences with those types of more violent, kind of open world type games. Looks like I just got a settler or something. And I found it really refreshing, and you know, it's a freaking absolutely hilarious game. But there's this area that you can go to where there's like a drive-through, and you can put a big old dent in the screen itself and make it look even worse than that. And it's a really memorable kind of set piece for me. Okay, so got that done. Let's check that off. I don't know when I'm gonna get back to Preston. It's not gonna be anytime soon, though. Yeah, before I leave, I want to go ahead and make a bed and take a sleep. I found out, yeah, this bed actually requires less stuff, so it looks really nice. I don't know if that's like a bed they implemented later. What was that? Is that a bottle cap mine exploding? Yeah, I knew there was one in there. I wonder if I hope that didn't kill my settler.
That's one heck of a getup, Blue.
There she is. She seems to be okay. Well, she's on her own.
I don't think we've met yet. It's not exactly paradise, but what is, right?
Yeah.
With some hard work, I think this could be a decent place to live.
She's got like
So,
decent armor.
is there anything you need me to get started on?
Did you need anything?
I don't think so. Things are actually going pretty good.
Alright. We'll see if she still feels that way after she camps out under the stars a few nights. I did give her a nice bed though, so you enjoy that. Alright. It's out there in the middle of a field. Okay, so let's, oh yeah, I just slept, so let me go ahead and tally up my stuff here. Not bad. Obviously, one way that I could unload some of my carry weight is to do some crafting, and I could do that, but I don't really have any crafting stations nearby, I don't think. Let's go back to Sanctuary. I think the nearest other than that is going to be at Diamond City, so I'm going to keep making my way down that direction. Let's go ahead and where is Quartermaster? So that'll take me to the police station where the Brotherhood is camped out. I think there's some crafting locations around that police station. There's definitely a power armor station there that I could dip into. And really, I think my power armor is going to be my biggest project, and the one that would probably be the most beneficial to work on, because I know that eventually I'm going to get a better suit, but I don't know how soon that's going to happen. And so just making this suit effective could be worthwhile. And as far as like where my guns are, I feel like my situation is pretty good, and if I'm, eventually it's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be in power armor constantly. It's already pretty much there. So just working on my individual armor pieces is not gonna be as beneficial because I'm just simply not gonna be without my power armor that much. So it makes sense to kind of focus on the power armor at this stage of the game. There for a while. I don't know if it was if it was whenever I was taking a little bit of, here we go, back to this again. Alright, so I know that's one screw and two circuitry. I don't know if this was when I was doing a little bit of off-camera work or not, but I was actually just walking around with big old, just in my power armor frame. Damn, how did that stuff weighs that much? What is that? A hot plate weighs 3 pounds or whatever you want to call it. Damn, that's not great. Means I'm gonna have to drop another 30 shotgun shells. Ah, man, I gotta do some crafting. Let's get to these locations. Looting is basically getting me nothing at this point. Glad I don't need that. Okay. There's a bed up there, but there's not, I don't think there's any crafting up there. Do some cooking. So I got some smoke rising here from my epic takedown of this location. I love the Corvega plant. I love really taking it down. It's really rewarding in survival mode, but even just if you're just playing the game regular. I remember the first time I made it to the top there. That was a big moment for me, playing the game for the first time. Those first few hours playing Fallout 4 are some of the best that I've ever had in a game. The hype that I felt going into this game was just so unbelievable, and as did pretty much all of us. And man, I was just so, I was thinking it delivered big time as I was playing it during that beginning of my time with this game. I was just like, man, this is everything that I wanted. One of the best aspects of this game, I thought in the beginning, and I still think it's very strong, is just the great roster of companions that they give you, and they're pretty fleshed out. They've got their own likes and dislikes, conversations you can have. Several of them have entire quest lines that you have to max out their affinity with if you want to complete them. I think that basically just the work they did in the companions system was a gigantic step forward for Bethesda. I mean, I think that the collection of companions in this game stands easily among like my favorite BioWare games. Granted, I have not played Mass Effect 2 and 3 yet, so I don't know if like the. Oh my God! Oh shit, man, things really got real here. Okay. All right, let's take him out. Man, I'm glad I was wearing power armor. Took a couple hits there. Oh, that's she's actually taking up a pretty good position here. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. That was execution.
I see you. Wouldn't want to be
Oh.
ignored.
The shuffler.
I wonder if this is normal for other journalists.
Alright, that got my blood pumping there. And did you see just how slick that was? By the way, like just, I almost had on my mind, took off, went and found myself in a pack of ghouls, took cover with my companion who, you know, didn't just run out into the fire. She took a defensive position too, and I dispatched him with, you know, a combination of VATS and FPS. Like that felt so good. I was talking about how the companions is one of the biggest improvements over, you know, the previous Fallout games, and that is absolutely true. But it really can't be overstated just how much that they improved the gunplay in this game. I know that they worked with what's that? I think there's the company that made Doom, you know, that they commissioned to make Doom. In 2016, and obviously there's some great FPS in that game. I've been playing through that as well, and I think they even actually hired a few people that had previously worked at Bungie, who are, you know, really kind of the pinnacle of FPS gunplay, really. And I guess that this game isn't quite as tight as like a Destiny, but I think it's every bit as tight as the Halo series. I've played through every Halo game there is except for Halo 5, and I think that Fallout 4 stands right with them, and I think that is so awesome. I think that's so satisfying that they went the extra mile to put that effort in,
Scribe Halen.
and it paid off big time.
Find it
Look,
yet?
they're actually like getting some stuff. They set up a bed and everything. I didn't ever notice that before.
Here it is.
Good. I was hoping you'd bring it back safely. Here's your pay. Now, I think Dan's wanted to see you. Go check in with him. I'll have another mission for you when you're ready.
Yeah, alright. That's nice to get some XP for that. I foolishly picked up a microscope considering how freaking weighed down I am. That's not the best idea. But, I mean, I can't really pass up those crystals. Or fiber optics. I can't even get rid of... I mean, even getting rid of the shotgun shells isn't going to do it now. It'd be stupid to drop the fusion cells. You sure
Heads
you
up.
can't carry anything?
Help yourself.
Not even like a gun. Okay. Well, I can't lose this double barrel shotgun. It's just unacceptable. I've put too much work into it. I can't really lose any of my armor because I put a lot of work into that too. I do have all these chems. Those would make me some nice money, but that is weighing me down significantly. Is she carrying around stems? Whatever. Drugs. So, I don't know what I do with them then, because there's my 57 buff tats, but I also made Psycho J, yeah. So that's 10 pounds. So I'm gonna drop some of those, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop a little bit more of the shotgun shells. No. Please get me out of there. So I don't need... I'm gonna just keep 20 rounds. I'm not gonna drop any fusion cores. That'd be ridiculous. So I'm just... I think the rest I'm just gonna drop... let's see if I can get rid of those. Am I hungry at all? No? Okay. Let's see if I can get rid of... See what's more valuable. Medics. Gives me value 50. Well, okay, so buffed hats is way more valuable. Okay. I'm gonna throw out not all of the medics because medics can be pretty beneficial. I'm gonna get rid of 13. I'm just gonna straight up get rid of my mentats for now. And I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of psychojet. Let's get rid of 10 for now. Alright, that'll lighten the load enough. I'll go see if I can do some crafting with my power armor here in a second.
Welcome back. I've got another mission for you, if you're ready.
Ready?
Outstanding. Over the years, the Brotherhood has sent several recon teams to the Commonwealth. The last squad went in 3 years ago. They never reported back. Officially, they're missing, presumed dead.
They knew the risks.
They did. We all do. But the Brotherhood honors those who give their lives in the line of duty. We have a responsibility to find out what happened to them, if we can.
All right, I'll see to it.
Their insertion point was in the hills near Malden. Survey the area and establish a search pattern. Monitor your radio for distress signals. All recon teams are issued distress pulsers that put out a short-range homing beacon. If you can acquire a signal, you should be able to trace it to its source.
This quest also gives me memories of the first time I played the game. Because if you are not ready, that's one thing that this game does a little bit differently than Fallout 3. Fallout 3 did have like some of those high-level areas. The mall obviously comes to mind as one, as a big one. But it didn't have, it wasn't like super widespread. But in Fallout 4, there are a lot of locations where if you try to go over there before you're ready, it will beat your ass. And that quest is a great example of that. I will definitely not be doing it yet, because that would be a death sentence on survival mode. Because you go to this, particularly you go to this area where there's a ton of, it's kind of like a satellite relay. There's a ton of super mutants there. And I remember just the first time I played this game, playing on normal, just getting absolutely demolished by those guys. Granted, I wasn't building a character the way that I know how to do now. But that rocket launcher, there's a rocket launcher guy up there, and he will destroy you if you're not ready. Destroy you. Okay. So what's in the car? It's one ceramic. Okay. Not bad. So one of the main... Let me take a look at my power armor notes. So obviously the Model D stuff is going to be the most beneficial to get. And I don't know if I can get everything to be Model D right now, but I know I can get a pretty good bit of it. So I'm going to go ahead and park it right here, and before I kill myself from being over encumbered, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can mod out this power armor. I'm gonna need to pick up all of her junk.
Ew.
Let's see if I can get this going here. Oh man, I haven't gotten the armor perk I need. Okay. Let's see if I can't do that, then let's see if I can go ahead and get the explosive shielding done. How much damage is that doing? Okay, it's not too bad. The explosive shielding could be very helpful with obviously explosions. The only other thing is so I can't get this yet. I don't have enough fiber optics. Okay. It would be a waste to just put in this Model C before I get the Model D stuff. So I think I'm just gonna go for the. Was there anything I was doing on the arms? No. And then the legs, I was doing calibrated shocks. What does that do? First of all, I don't have it. I don't have enough fiberglass. It increases carrying capacity. Oh my gosh, that would be fucking marvelous. But okay, I can't do that yet. All right, I'm doing okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just start doing the explosive shielding. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. I think this explosive shielding is gonna be kind of a difference maker against explosions. So that helps. Hopefully that'll get rid of some of the over encumbrance issue that I've been experiencing. I got rid of 6. Well, let's see here. Where's the torso? So I got rid of 6 aluminum, 12 adhesive, and 12 ceramic. Should bring me down to about 10 ceramic. Still need, actually should be about 11 ceramic. Still need 12. So I just need a little bit more ceramic. What I say, 6 aluminum. Okay, I still have a ton of that. And that's good because I don't have anywhere near the amount that I need. And then I got rid of 12 adhesive, which is the reason I had to stop crafting. Still short on adhesive. Eventually, hopefully, it'll kind of get to the point where I have kind of all the adhesive that I need. Okay, at least I have 3 adhesive. But for now, that is definitely not the case. So that was, I did the torso, the helmet. Where's the helmet? The top. Probably sounded really funny if you didn't know what I was talking about. And then the left arm? Yeah, the left arm. Alright, well even that right there will help me get with explosives quite a bit.
Look alive.
Okay.
Let's see. Hopefully she doesn't do that thing where she like can't carry anything. Because that would be a pretty big problem right about now. Alright. Carry what you can. Oh, okay. See, like I just don't understand how she could carry like a certain amount and then she can't anymore. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make some more sacrifices, I guess.
I do.
Particularly in the chem department. Alright, so this brings me up to 194. I need to get down to 185. I'll take a little rat away. Pop a stim pack. That's gonna make me thirsty. And then hungry. Still a bit peckish, huh? Oh yeah, I got those parasites. Okay. Okay, so now I can only carry 175 for some reason. That really sucks.
Plan on using your robot powers for good.
I'm not going to accept that. So eventually I'm going to get back up to 180. I think that's me being overtired. So I'm going to go sleep. I've got a nice bed here. I'm very pleased about that. Here's some freaking gas. I'll just have to not get it, I guess.
Get moving. That location isn't gonna clear itself.
Man, I fucking hate that guy. Eventually, being over encumbered and like the damage you take is going to be as big of a problem because I'm going to get the Life Giver perk where you can regenerate health. That's going to be on level 20, and that is going to be hopefully kind of a game changer. Alright, takes care of that. Now I can carry... Oh yeah. Now I should be able to carry 185 again.
You look like you're set for more field work. Got another mission if you're up for it.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Great. Here's the area. Be careful.
Okay, that's in the DLC area. Won't be doing that. Okay, so, now... Let's see... I also don't need this much Rad X. I mean, jeez. Let's get rid of some of that. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of the chems if there's nothing else that I feel like I can really do without. What's this? This is charisma. That could kind of come in handy, actually. Buff jet, it's 75. Buff out, it's 45. It's 75. I think Psycho Jet is going to be taking a fall. And this stuff hasn't even waited a second. No. Okay. Man. I knew this was going to be a little bit of a problem on this particular journey, which is why I'm trying to get back to Diamond City as efficiently as I can. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this Psycho Jet. I'll drop... Some of them will be... It'd be kind of useful to keep some of this on me, so I'll just drop that much. Yeah, enjoy shooting up there. Okay, so... Feeling good. Let's see here. There is a quest that I could do that's literally right next to me that involves taking out ghouls, but I'd want to be doing some looting, and I just can't do that right now. I actually think what I'm going to... So I'm either going to go straight to Diamond City, or I could make a stop in Hangman's Alley and make a little base there. That would be smart. I love Hangman's Alley. I don't think it has a power armor station, but I don't need that right now. So yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to Hangman's Alley and clear that place of its raider problem. Set up a base there, and then, you know, offload my stuff. What's this? Hey, wait a minute. Man, killed a ghoul. What initiative? I haven't been able to give Piper... okay, let's not loot. I haven't been able to give Piper any great weaponry, but I really do feel like that armor I gave her really is improving her combat prowess. Administration. Again, I'd probably head in there. I'm trying to explore more, and I want to go into these locations, or I don't really know what's in there, but it's pretty much worthless if I'm not going to be able to loot what's going on here. Oh my god! Good thing that thing is damaged. What's going to do the most damage? The face? Or... yeah.
Commencing attack on hostile target.
Wow. Man, she's a tough bitch if she can handle that thing. Rat scorpions are no freaking joke. I always felt like they were just kind of a minor annoyance in Fallout 3. Although those giant rat scorpions in Fallout 3 are freaking terrifying. But I never really felt like, I mean, they were bullet sponges. Especially there's these that they did in one of the DLCs. They were like the albino red scorpions. Those things were crazy. I hated those bullet sponge enemies, but you know, for the most part, I thought they were just kind of a minor annoyance. But wait a minute, where the hell am I going? Take that off your map, boy. God. But anyway, in this game, they are terrifying. They'll just pop out of the ground. You have no way to see it coming, and they are deadly. Much like I'm about to be to these raiders. A frag mine. Glad to know that. It's pretty intense how, you know, your enemies don't pop up on the HUD, and that it's dangerous disarming those frag mines like that. Should have known I'm not gonna be able to pick up that ammo. This 45 ammo's gotta go. I would love to pick up that ceramic, but I can't. Oh god. Oh! Where the hell am I? This isn't Hangman's Alley. Well, she just ran right in there. So much for taking cover.
They're back.
Never left, I don't think. Thankfully, I should be able to pretty much take out anything in my path with all my cranks.
Still here?
What the hell is all this coming from? I am reflecting this damage. Good. Alright, how much is this gonna do? Yeah, let's crank this bitch up. Okay, go ahead, stick your head out now. I know it's not like the most economic weapon, and it's not like the sexiest weapon by any means. But I freaking love the laser musket. I also really love the 10mm pistol. Awesome. Yeah, there's no doubt what I'm going to. It ain't gonna be toughness. It ain't gonna be medic. It's strong back, baby. The glory. Where is that ceramic? I'm going right after it. Hello. Hello, ammo. That is beautiful. It's funny, in Skyrim and in the base Fallout 4, I never cared about carry weight and stuff, and you know, trying to expand it, especially in Skyrim. You know, I'm a big fan of Smike, who's this kind of this oddball guy who did a lot of top 10s about Skyrim back in the day, and he was always talking about how much he loved building up his character's carry weight, and to me that was always just ridiculous, because I mean, in Skyrim they give you an insane amount of carry weight, and you can continue to build it even higher with by building up your stamina skill. Bitch, what do you think you're doing? But and in this game, I thought that I had plenty too. But with this DLC, I mean not DLC, the survival mode. I mean, it is so beneficial to build that up. Let's melted that guy down to ash. These guys are just doing nothing to me. It's pretty satisfying. I'm actually helping my carry weight by shooting my bullets. I remember I never actually beat New Vegas with hardcore mode, and that's because I didn't beat that game. I think I only beat it twice, and the reason for that is, like I was talking about earlier, I never wanted to beat the game because I felt kind of punished whenever I beat it. Like, you know, I wasn't able to keep going. I wasn't able to reap the rewards that I kind of felt like I deserved, and so I only beat it a couple times. But I did, you know, I never beat it on hardcore mode. I was just like, you know, the description just makes it seem like it's gonna be like the toughest thing in the world. So eventually, I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I played extensively in New Vegas hardcore mode, and that thing is nothing compared to survival mode in Fallout 4. It's still fun though. It's definitely the best way to play New Vegas, in my opinion. Whereas playing Fallout 4 this way definitely is not gonna appeal to everybody. Okay. I don't know if it needs 3 cranks. Let's go. I appreciate that. Come on. Oh! 3 fusion cells down the drain. Let's try that again. I was trying to thread the needle on that one. Got a sprinter coming in. See if I can get rid of him first. Success. Just in time to deal with you. Goodbye. I think I mentioned it on the channel before, but I really love reloading my weapon, and nothing's more satisfying than reloading the shotgun, which I was not able to do there because I'm still under fire. Oh, was that his head? Pop. I like reloading that gun too. Yeah, here we go. Ah, that click is great. This is a great game. It's so nice to be able to kind of unwind and play it after playing something with such a heavy ending, like what I just experienced with Red Dead Redemption. I mean, that was tough. That was tough to watch. It really was. Satisfying in the end, but tough. I will say that John Marston is one of the all-time great video game characters. All-time great. Geralt de Rivia levels. I like a bet. Go ahead and take advantage of that. Well, there's a raider. Just kind of chilling, enjoying the view. I assume it's a raider. Yeah, merchant. Nah, it's a raider. Alright, let's get rid of him. So you'd never be able to pull off a shot like that easily. I mean, you could technically do it in Fallout 3, but it wouldn't be just like effortless like that. I could have even got him if I could have got it ready in time. It's definitely one of the biggest problems with laser musket. You just can't get it loaded in time. Oh, it's terrible at close range.
What the?
Yeah, come on.
Payback time, boogeyman.
Alright, let's do it.
So where'd they go?
Ah, there's one. Don't stick your head out like that if you're ever in a firefight. Alright. No sense in getting dragged into a pointless conflict. Cool look at the skyline. Beautiful look at the skyline, really. Well, they did that smoke, or smog, or whatever that is. That's really effective visually. I know Fallout 4 isn't like the most beautiful, you know, this gen game, but it has its moments. Giants Alley. It can be a little bit tough on survival difficulty, but I think I'll be okay in my power armor. I'd probably be okay without it, but I feel quite confident with it. I think I already took out the guard. It's my explosive situation. There we go. That'll lose me a little carry weight. Let's give him a nice surprise. There, enjoy that.
What the fuck was that?
Doesn't sound like I actually hit anybody.
That's it.
There you are, you little one more obituary!
Oh. Yep. You're next.
Fucking
Okay then.
hell!
You're all bravado and no brains, aren't you? Feel that? It's called fear.
Oh, is that what that is?
You got a line on him?
No, sort of. We're about to.
Still in one piece.
Man, that guy really exploded. Could be good for Piper. Nope, she's fine. She's about where I am on our armor ratings. Alright, looking good. Anybody has to spring out at me while
A
I'm
little jealous of
doing
those
some cooking.
craft something other than a paragraph.
I haven't mentioned it or anything, but it is kind of ridiculous that I'm wearing a Diamond City security helmet. Oh man. Damn, my carry weight is what now? 200 outside of power armor? Wait a minute. In power armor, it's like no better than that. Oh yeah, it is. Damn. That must be that psycho buff. Alright. Alright, so take a little bit of time to do some inventory here. I don't want to lose anything that I'm going to need for my power armor. But other than that, everything can pretty much stay here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything from Piper, which isn't
Look
much.
alive.
Sure, take a peek.
Yeah, I should take these guns too. Righteous Authority. It's still nowhere near as good as my freaking 10mm. That is the most powerful 10mm I have ever seen. Okay, and then we got my nice scoped hunting rifle, which is a beautiful weapon. Let's store these. I think there's a good little spot up here. Okay, so I'm going to keep using the laser musket for now. I'm going to store Righteous Authority and the hunting rifle. And I'm going gonna store. I'm just gonna go ahead and store everything. I'm gonna take a lot of it back, but I'm so glad that you can organize your junk while in the containers, because you couldn't do that in Skyrim, and that was a pain. Good lord.
What you got for me?
Trying to get my glasses in a position that's not squeezing into my friggin' skull. These headphones.
Wait there.
Wait.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll be here then. Take a look.
Let me take. There's really no need for her to carry all this fusion cores. It's gonna get a little ridiculous. Or that. Oh, yeah,
Hey.
take the junk
Just
too.
let me know. Probably have something you can use.
Alright. Yeah, this carry weight deal is helping me a ton. Let's drop off any ammo we're not going to need. Let's drop that off for now. I don't never need to do that. Drop that off, drop that off, drop that off. We want some of those fusion cores, but not that many. Actually, we're going to want a lot of them because I'm going to go ahead and go to that vault. I want them to take the shitty ones, obviously. So that's all I'm going to carry for now. I'll take one. And a couple for Piper to carry. And then make it 3. And then I don't think I'm going to need any of this ammo. So the rest of this is pretty much unnecessary for now. So I've deposited all my junk. Now let me see what junk I need specifically for my power armor. I'm gonna need obviously all the adhesive. So let's just, it's kind of obvious that most of the adhesive needs to stick with me. Go ahead and take that adhesive away. Something. So what's that? Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any adhesive. Okay, so I need all the aluminum and circuitry. Also need fiberglass and fiber optics and ceramic. And a little bit of nuclear material. Other than that, everything else can stay here. That's fine. Oops. Whatever. Got a ton of aluminum. Alright, so that's still a lot of stuff for me to carry, but nowhere near as bad. I guess I should leave that. I'll scrap it. Somebody else can use it. Oh, that is. Oh no, okay, I can't. Do it there. This'll work. I'll build one for me. lost my adhesive. Great. Alright, that's awful. Let's see, you know. That'll work. Let's see what they got here. I want that adhesive, I want that nuclear material. Okay. Alright, I think I have what's necessary for a little excursion. And nothing more.
Hey.
Okay.
Here is how to take these fusion cores. Actually, you know what? Let her take all of them for a second. Except for this one.
What can I do?
Oh man, that's like
Hey.
awesome.
Just let me know.
Alright, put it in, big boy. Now I will take
Heads up.
Of course.
these shitty fusion cores
Of course.
and give those to that sucker vault. Excellent. Let's make our way there. Probably gonna have to call it a night pretty soon. I'm feeling quite tired. It is about 1 a.m. here in the beautiful state of Texas.
Sweet.
Oh, and already we're finding stuff. Good deal. I think I'm good on ceramic, actually. Which is good. It's always satisfying to check something off the list. What's going on with that over that sign? Oh shit. Scavengers. These guys shoot you, I think. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna back up. Believe me.
Come on, we don't have to do this.
Hit you now. Look at they're fighting.
Hey, something's found them and they do not look friendly.
Spiders.
That one.
I shoot. Bam.
Blue, we're not alone here.
I can see that. Ah.
Here's trouble. Hold your own there, Blue.
It's gonna be good for her. Honestly, it's good for me.
Hey.
Shoot. Don't mind the clutter.
Okay, so that is the left arm. Okay, that didn't actually improve anything for me, but it is going to give me the ability to improve it later. I don't know how often I'm going to be playing without my power armor. Probably not much, but I don't want to forget about that stuff. There's a nice screw.
Day past 190.
Oh, some fiberglass. Excellent. It's like me. I'm surprised an explosion didn't go off from that action. See if I can have a little money out of here. These telephones, do they have fiberglass and circuitry? Oh my gosh, what a gold mine. I'm still in significant need of both, amazingly. So I'm gonna be taking every damn telephone I see. Things are looking good right now. Haven't even been close to death this evening. Got a trader.
Cricket.
Cricket, of
Better
course.
buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
Let's see what you have.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Just for you.
She gets around. I don't know if she's gonna have anything. That would be pretty nice to have the mods off that. I don't know that I'm too far off from that. I'll be able to make them myself. Yeah, none of this is just crazy great. I mean, obviously it'd be good to have the plasma pistol and start modding that. But considering that I have no ammo to shoot for it anyway, it's not like I'm super rich, and you know, they got a better gun inside. It would be pretty smart to go ahead and invest in a combat rifle, but again, I'm going to see how much they're charging in there for the Overseer's Guardian. Combat shotgun would be nice too. Alright, maybe eventually Cricket. We're getting close to needing to do some business. I like the wandering caravanners. Not as much as in Fallout 3. In Fallout 3 they had a little more personality, and you know, you could invest in them and make them really awesome, which I liked. But, you know, it's not bad. Fallout 4. I know my guy, old Sylas, he doesn't exactly look like a badass when he's out of his power armor, but it's effective. It's the most effective stuff I got. Yeah, to look pretty, which may cost him Piper in the end, but man, that does suck.
Vault 81. Have I got some questions for the folks down here?
Man, I need a lot of nuclear material. How's that possible? Oh, no, I don't need that much. Okay. Oh, I just saved. Glad they got that bed out there. It's really nice. My own bed is starting to sound pretty inviting. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave the power armor here. We're not going to need it. Maybe we will. I don't know what's causing that. Oh, give me a break. What the hell is causing us to be in combat? They don't seem too alarmed.
Hey, at least it's honest work.
It's dumb. That's a good looking vault. They definitely look different than they did in every other Fallout game. Satisfying sounds too.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working pit boy, but you better start talking.
Vault 81? You're still up and running?
Yeah. Pretty good observation there, genius. Now about that pit boy.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
But I'm a fellow Vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
All the more reason to help out a fellow Vault then.
Depends. I need more details.
Fair enough. Fusion cores. 3, to be exact. You get the fusion cores, we grant the access.
What do you need them for?
I'm no engineer, but I've been told we need them to help supplement our power generators. So if the task seems trivial to you, I assure you, it's very important to us.
Done. I happen to have exactly what you need.
Really? Well then, by all means, welcome. I'll be down to meet you at the entrance.
Junk.
I'll say. Probably not the best view. Not what you want to see from somebody you're welcoming into your home.
My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all.
So I got those parasites. Yeah. That's gonna catch up to me quick.
All I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient. but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
I'm impressed you maintained a successful vault for so long.
Thanks. I owe it to the overseers before me, but some here would disagree. A few believe opening the doors to the Commonwealth was a mistake.
You should be wary. The Commonwealth is a dangerous place.
Exactly why we rely on a select few traders for our needs. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system. If outsiders are willing to help us, we're willing to help them. Speaking of, if you're ready, I can take those fusion cores from you.
Here you go. I'm sure you'll put them to good use.
I won't, but Dr. Pensky certainly will. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about his friend here?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If he's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure he's chosen his friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
Don't make me regret letting you in here.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It's pretty dangerous. You wouldn't last a day.
Yeah, that's the fear. At least with the way the Overseer has us working, 81 will still be around for a while.
Why the long hours?
We're just making sure this roof over our heads doesn't cave in on us. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Another outsider? What'd they let you in for?
Here to do a little trading.
We'll make it quick. We don't need your kind lingering around here.
Back off, lady.
Yeah, that attitude's exactly why you don't belong here.
Don't want any trouble in 81. No signs of radiation.
Hey, Ashes.
Impressive.
What are you doing up here? Ashes, where are you going? Ash! Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this.
You got guts wearing that Pip-Boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone hasn't tried to steal it yet.
Now that you made it in, we'll be keeping an eye on you. So do us all a favor and behave yourself.
Careful, outsider.
Oh! I can't believe that they were able to make somebody so attractive as Piper is, because, man, I sure couldn't with that character creator.
Hey, mister, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Me? No, I'm from the moon. Still got cheese in my shoes.
I guess that was a dumb question. But I bet it's your first time here. I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Okay, give me the tour, Austin. Here's the caps.
Yes! I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip. Follow me. We'll start over here. This is the depot. The Combs family run it. Erin and I are best friends. Her mom and dad fight a lot, so I don't like to go in there when they're around. But if you need something, they're the ones that have it.
What do they fight about?
I shouldn't tell you this, but everyone says Mr. Combs is sleeping with Tina. Mrs. Combs doesn't know, but he's always leaving her to do all the work while he hangs out with Tina. Next up, the Overseer. I bet you killed a lot of strange things.
You know, I've been down
and
here
raiders.
countless
I bet you got raided
times,
too.
but I have no idea who Tina is. guy's working out.
The overseer's office is up there. They're busy up there, and they do not like to be bothered. She makes rules, but she's nice. I like her.
Does she take care of people that break the rules?
Security mostly takes care of the people who break the rules, but she's in charge of all of the security officers. It doesn't happen very often. Next stop, the diner. Now we gotta go downstairs. That's where the diner is. Everybody eats there. Sometimes it gets real crowded. The Somersets are nice though. You'll like them.
Hello, Austin. I see you're showing our guest from the Commonwealth around.
Yes, ma'am. This is the Sunshine Diner. Grant says that they'll take all of our hard work and turn it into swill. Mr. and Mrs. Somerset run the diner. They're pretty nice. Mrs. Somerset's pies are the best.
How's their food? Other than the pies.
I like it. Mrs. Somerset always sneaks me seconds.
I'll save you a slice of pie, Austin.
Next stop, Horatio. I
Couldn't tell you the last time I had a slice of
Do you
pie.
like your hair? I like mine. I hate combing it though. Gran makes me comb it.
Yeah, it's not the same as it used to be.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Darren's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all.
Perfect.
She makes me cut my hair though. It's not fair.
If I ever need a new hairstyle, I'll come here.
I hate getting my hair cut. Next stop is Gran. Let's go see Gran.
It's Gran.
I live with her. She's not my real grandmother though. My parents died when I was real little. Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that stranger from the Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering him. I'm helping him. That's Gran. She takes care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy. That's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
You don't get anything from the Commonwealth?
Nope. Gran grows it all here. She's really smart. Next stop, Miss Katie.
That bitch.
Come on, hurry up. We gotta go to the other side of the vault. I'll show you where I go to school. I bet you didn't have to go to school. This is the school. Miss Katie runs it. It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
Are there a lot of kids in the vault?
Not that many. The overseer says that we're using population control, whatever that is. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you the clinic. Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess, but I don't go there unless I have to, or unless Gran makes me. This is our medical clinic. If you get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says I can't bother him or Rachel while they're working.
Did you ever get sick?
Just colds and stuff. Hardly anyone here gets sick. Mr. Somerset broke his foot once, though. They put a big cast on it, and he had to walk with crutches. Now we go see Erin. She's gonna be surprised when she sees you. Come on, this way. Erin and I spend a lot of time together. She didn't believe me when I said I would bring you to her. Look who I found! The stranger from the Commonwealth.
Wow. You're really from the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
Whoa. Someone from the Commonwealth. That's so cool. We haven't had a visitor in a while now.
Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
I'm heading out. Don't wait up for me.
We're not
Excuse me,
rushed
mister.
to go.
Have you seen my cat?
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
If your cat's out in the Commonwealth, he's probably dead.
Don't say that. It's not true. Now are you going to help me or not?
Where do you think he may have gone?
Not far. He'd be terrified. I'm sure if there's anywhere nearby to hide, you'll find him.
I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel. Go down to the medical center. They can patch you up.
Dr. Forsyth is asking to see you when you have a moment.
It's been a while since someone from the Commonwealth last visited us.
Jesus, Mommy, can you not do that here? What if the overseer or whatever?
Tina, I've been working 12 hours straight.
You've been working. Sure. I bet bossing around old Rusty really takes it out of you.
You've no idea, Mr. Luca.
Hey, will you both just get lost? You're killing my buzz here.
With pleasure, sir.
Fine. Get caught. Then you won't have the choice to leave because the overseer will make it for you.
Excuse me.
Hey, outsider. Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
I got a better idea. Do it yourself.
Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
You want to leave the vault?
More than you know. There's gotta be more to life than this vault. But if I leave, it's on my own terms. Not because Bobby screwed it up. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me, and I keep him on a short leash. But not anymore. I'm cutting off his useless ass.
So his addiction is your fault. Nice.
Hey, I made a mistake, all right? At least I'm trying to do something about it now.
She's quite a catch.
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
I don't have any requests.
Better for the both of us. Unless you like waiting, of course. Mr. DeLuca has good intentions, but let's just say his ability to prioritize.
You got guts wearing that Pip-Boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone hasn't tried to steal yet.
I'd like to see him try.
Maybe after this, Bobby will finally listen to me and we'll both get the hell out of here.
you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Every waking moment's an adventure out there.
Oh my. I knew it. My kids would love to hear some of them. Would you be willing to talk to my class?
What types of stories are you looking for?
Nothing too violent. I'm sure they'll have lots of questions, though. Thank you so much.
Got a soft spot for teachers.
Poor Aaron. Her cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
You're that Commonwealth traveler, aren't you?
No shit.
Welcome, welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples, even just the blood sample?
I might, for some caps.
You want to dicker about money? People's lives are at stake here. Either do it because it's the right thing to do, or I'll wait for the next Commonwealth visitor. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. Sit there. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel.
Damn.
I assist Dr.
Got a
Forsyth
soft spot
with
for
his
doctors,
medical
too.
duties. Are you sick or injured?
Am I? Got parasites. Kind of a pain.
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
Hello, Rachel.
Anything I can do for you? Medically speaking, of course.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Tell me your symptoms.
Just hurt all over.
Huh. You look fine, but... Oh, wait. Yep, that's gonna need to be set back in place. Let's get started. All done. Any other complaints?
No, we're done.
Take better care of yourself in the future, okay?
Yeah, it didn't really work that way.
You should stop by and see her, Rachel. Imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
Don't try anything.
I'm too concerned about barbers. Preparing the samples immediately.
Hello.
Cool. An outsider in a vault suit.
Wrong.
Seeds. I need more seeds.
I expect you'll both stay out of trouble.
Your little 10mm doesn't scare me, lady. Blow off your head in a second. Let's test that thing. Okay, it would take a couple shots. Let's see how much this will do. That'd take out anybody.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water sounds funny.
Might as well go get this cat, and then I'll call it a night.
Going up.
Not like a woman in leather.
Yeah?
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends. Don't try anything.
Chill. Oh yeah, I was gonna get some water. DJ Big Daddy Fox.
Ashes, go home. Erin misses you.
Obedient cat. It's interesting how I've never even sort of had issues with ammo for my 10mm, considering how much I've used it.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
Wow. I just want to chill out, dude. I can end you where you stand. Seconds. Not even plural.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Yeah. Alright, with that, I'm going to call it a night. The next story development in that vault is pretty involved. It's going to take a little bit of time. And we'll save it for the next episode. So from Wildfire Gaming, this is SlowBurne, and I will catch you in the next one.